What are some common cases that you've seen involving uh, product liability and that sort of thing?
Generally, catastrophic failure of it. It collapses on you. Say deer stands are poorly manufactured. Cheap deer stands are famous for collapsing, and you're a long way up in the air, and you fall a great distance and break your arm or break a leg. Uh, so catastrophic failure of whatever it is you purchased online. Number two, a lot of it is like batteries will explode on you. There's a lot of really cheap, junky battery manufacturers in the Far East that put their batteries into otherwise just fine products. And that creator of that product is a fine product will put a crappy battery in it and almost turn into a bomb and then give it to you. Another way products can hurt you is anything involving, like, say, propane, for example. If the valve is not made very well, if the hoses aren't made very well, leaking propane and eventual spark can lead to catastrophic consequences. So
Hmm.
usually the failures are big and immediate. They're not slow.
So, okay. So, yeah, that's I kind of want to go back to something you said earlier about how a good company who manufactures a great product can use a component of their product, for example, a battery that is manufactured by a less reputable company. Let's say that you bought a computer that's great, but they use a battery from a lower end manufacturer, and that results in an explosion or a spark of some sort that causes someone harm. How do you determine, in that case, how do you determine who's responsible? Would it be the computer company or would it be the battery company?
Well, there are lots of things with batteries in them you can purchase online. You just named one, a computer. Another one is like a personal mobility scooter, has a rather large battery in it. Uh, you know, all sorts of little battery packs that go in toys. I've even seen costumes with lights all over them that has a little battery pack in it. So there's lots of batteries. And the answer to your question is it really depends because you have federal law that governs the importation of stuff. You have federal regulation regarding certain individual products. You have the law of individual states where sitting in California when you place the order online, or sitting in Kentucky, or sitting in Tennessee, or sitting in Colorado. It matters. There's a difference. Each state's law is different. It depends on where you're sitting at the time. So you got federal law regarding importation and regulation of individual objects. You have state law that comes into play. So the answer to your question in some places would be both the battery manufacturer and the object manufacturer. In other places, it'd be like you'd have a different result. No, no, it all falls on the object manufacturer. And then you have federal law, which gives you a different answer too. So that's this is the deep end of the legal pool, and it takes a lawyer a while to do the legal research or a team of lawyers and figure out the answers to those questions.